February 7th weekly wins. I would assume it's for most of you, it's actually your first weekly win. So let's all give a round of applause for every single one of you. All right. So let's just get this thing rolling. So the outline or the agendas of the weekly wins, we're going to be starting with some personal wins, where for those of you who doesn't know what a personal win is, it basically means where you get to share how you spent your week, if you had a win during that week, how you spent and everything. And then we're going to hear some organizational updates from Emory, education updates for both from in-person, Ghana, and remote. We're going to hear some finance updates, communications updates. We're going to hear different core dev updates, both Generation 1 and Generation 2, and different core dev interview results. And last but not least, we're going to be finishing today's weekly wins with some important announcements and conclusive remarks from seniors. So before continuing to the personal wins, we actually have a guest with us. So could you please introduce yourself? And yeah, I would like to call you to the stage. It would be great if you could hear from you. Yeah, that's all, Joanna.
I didn't know I was just for you. Just my name is Jafar Rahim. I'm from Adsaba Science and Technology University. I was working there, but now I'm establishing my own. Okay, Mike. Okay, I think you have heard what I said. So my name is Jafar Rahim. For now, I have nothing to tell you. Just I myself is a guest. Even I don't know what this program is doing. So please, I will introduce myself and my works some other time, please.
Thank you so much. So just to tell you how we conduct our personal wins, we're going to be starting from someone. That person is going to be sharing how they spent their week in a fun way. I mean, like you can also share your sad stories. Okay, don't worry. So, is there any volunteer? Do we have any volunteers, by the way? Any volunteers? All right. If we don't have volunteers, I'm going to be nominating some people, and I know most of G6 students. So we're gonna be starting from Lamesgan right here. But just so that it's not weird for how to give your weekly wins, let me give my weekly win or how I spent my week. It was a pretty busy week for me. I was busy with some task-related stuff concerning remote education. Aside from that, my win is our deep learning exam results came today. I'm an AI student, by the way, and I got 35 out of 40. Yeah, that's personal, but I'm still sharing it. So thank you, everyone. Nice, no need to clap. I'm kidding. So that's how I spent my week. So it was a great week for me. That's gonna be fair. Then you can nominate someone as well. Yes, yes. You have to introduce yourself as well.
About what should I say?
Whatever you want, whatever. Like any win that you've had throughout this week, including the in-person education program.
Actually, I don't know what I have to tell, but
Like
I'm not prepared. But this week is for all of us. It's just doing the essay questions and just so busy with that. And I have not finished actually all of the questions, and I am actually struggling with it.
oh, oh.
Yeah, I'm in red region before, and now today I came to the green region, and I'm trying to. Yeah, and I'm trying to finish it by today because I think we will have a contest by tomorrow. So I don't know. My whole day and my whole week is actually finished just by doing the essay questions, and in a meanwhile and in the meantime, actually, I am actually having my A is sick actually, but I don't know what I have to tell. I think I'm finished it.
So you can select your heads. You can select your heads. You can select anyone.
Before that, if anyone is volunteer to share this week before selecting, I think there's someone.
Do we have volunteers?
Yes, okay.
It would be preferred if it's someone you don't know.
Someone I don't know.
Yeah.
So how can I select if I don't know his
Just
name or her name?
randomly
Huh?
point out.
Yeah, okay. I don't know, but okay, let's go with someone is just
Don't worry.
eliminating their eye contact from me and looking other else. Then
It's fine
okay,
if you're even looking somewhere else.
look at me, please.
Alright. You wanna go to heads?
I don't know. Most of them are looking other way. So
Random, it doesn't matter.
okay,
Which one?
yeah, the girl with a glass.
Is that glass? Yeah. Oh, that girl. Okay. Please, can you come to your stage, the stage, and introduce yourself? I think you had a video recording, right? If I'm not mistaken. You had a. So yeah, you didn't just.
Uh, okay. What was the question again?
Yeah, it's not a question. Just share us how you spent your week. How it was.
Um, so I was pretty busy. I got up, I coded. I came here, I coded, and then even in like during lunch, if I had time, I coded. And then I got back from lunch and I coded. It was crazy. It was busy. Um, but it was nice, I guess. Yeah.
Anything special that occurred this week? Any
Um,
food you tried? Anything nice?
Nothing nice, nothing nice. But one accomplishment I think
So
I'm
you're
proud
saying
of.
it is not nice.
No, no, no, no, no, not that. It's nice, I guess. Like not like in a good, in like it just makes you consistent. So it's just like yeah, I've just put like every effort in solving problems and everything. So it was nice. But one thing I'm proud of is so I solved this code in a one liner, and I was like, ooh, thank you. So yeah, thank you.
No, you have to nominate someone. You can nominate your heads. I really wanted to nominate the in-person heads because I'm from remote, very enemies, so it's fine. You can nominate them.
Okay, like for the
Anyone you want.
hits, anyone
Yeah.
or just the
Anyone you
hits.
want.
Nahum,
It's not.
the guy who has his
Oh,
head down.
Nahum.
Yeah.
That's all. Naam is a bit shy, so let's all give him a round of applause. Everyone. Now. He's not shy? Okay. Right, Nahum.
All right, sure. Basically, like my friend over there said, this week is very struggling for all of us. I think we were trying to solve day-to-day problems throughout the week, and the actually Brooke gave us a lecture. It was nice. That was also a good win. Yeah. And beside that, yeah, we're pushing. We're trying to be better every day. Yeah, and we're preparing for the contest tomorrow. So I wish everyone good luck.
I mean, I feel like he spoke to your heart when he said good luck. All right. So, do we still have any volunteers? All right. If not, I will select one person with the power bestowed upon you by A2SV. I nominate Million. My friend, could you come and give us your personal wins for us, please? And then we can continue. Personal.
Personal wins. Okay, what has been going on? Yeah, no wins. I would say no special wins. Maybe we've completed our education, the semester education. That's a win for me. We've defended our projects well.
In the same group,
We're in
by
the
the way.
same group. Um, yeah, I guess that was it this week. Yeah, that's it from me.
Thank you, Million. Let's all give him a round of applause. All right. No need to be emotional, guys. Okay. So just to give you some heads up, especially for the senior people that are here, we're going to be running our weekly wins in a different manner starting from today. So that means we are going to be having people that are going to be sitting around and spying on you, and they're going to be counting the different filler words you use whenever you speak. So if you say like, so, and stuff like that, it's going to be counted, and then somebody is going to text you on Slack saying, okay, you said this amount of so, you use this amount of like, and then that's going to be, there's also going to be another person that's going to be counting how much grammatical mistake you're going to be doing. So who is that person? They're counting my grammatical error now. So I mean, it is what it is. The reason why we're doing this is because at A2SV, we all know that good can always be better. We know that most of you have good communication skills, but it can always be better. So we're going to be having those kind of people, and it's going to be in rounds. So the person that's going to be counting it today doesn't mean they're going to be counting it for the rest of their life. Next week is going to be somebody else. The week after is going to be somebody else. So please make sure the number of filler words you're using, the amount of filler words you're using whenever you're speaking. Try to avoid like, so, and stuff like that. We have spice now. Okay. So we're done with our personal wins. So immediately we're going to be continuing with some organizational updates. So Emery, would you like to give us some organizational updates, please?
Yes, Greta, thank you very much. So, team, this week we made great progress on the proposals. At the same time, since this is 0 to 1, the work is taking a lot of time. But I am very happy with the progress because PM proposal, Google proposal, Rwanda proposal, these are almost done. I would say 97% ready. And we will be seeing them over the weekend and submitting them on Monday. So relatively speaking, for A2SV 2-pager, we need a little more work. And escalate services document, we are not far from finishing it. And for the remaining proposals, like next week, we will be working on Ghana proposal, Turkey proposal, Microsoft, and NVIDIA. So we aim to submit PM, Google Rwanda proposals on Monday, and Sandbox, AQ, and Bloomberg in the later days of next week. So at the moment, there are great documents which explain A2SV's programs, necessary budget, future plans, everything in a very clear manner. And this is going to help us to form more connections because we haven't built those documents before. Now they are getting ready and they'll be opening doors for us, hopefully. When it comes to A2SV investable entity work, due to the proposal work and travel, indeed we didn't spend much time on that. So I had a few calls, but still formation terms and conditions and preparing the documents tasks are waiting. They are going to continue next week. As you may see, I'm not in Ethiopia. I have arrived in Ghana. At the same time, due to preparations of the proposals, I didn't have a chance to meet the Ghana squad yet. So today, this is going to change. And I will be meeting G6 in Ghana for the first time. Exciting times. So when we take a look at what else is coming next week, some of our newly hired engineers are going to be onboarding, and thanks to Tuli, who is our head talent placement specialist, we are also onboarding some new talent placement specialists next week. Digital Africa application, I believe the deadline is Sunday. Geleta, you can correct me if I'm wrong. And also we have Google for Startups applications coming. This one is applications because pretty much all the A2SV incubated projects are eligible, and we are going to be doing multiple applications. The team leads already have taken the first step, and I hope we can get more updates from Zelala or product team in terms of the current status. Thank you very much, team. If there are any questions or points.
Do we have any questions for Emery? Anyone? I think that's it, Emery. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Geleta.
All right. All right. Thank you. Updates from for Ethiopia. We're going to be hearing it from Barnabas.
Okay, hey guys, my name is Barnabas Mulgeta. I'm the lead head of education for AIT, and I'm going to be giving you Ethiopian education updates. And when we start from G5 secondary education, we were able to finalize G5 secondary education plan, the high level plan. And in relation to that, we had meetings with remote squad to strategize together and to complete our plan. And when we continue to the next execution that we had for G6 education, we had lectures this week, data structure basics, sets and dictionaries on Monday. And after that, we had built-in functions and class lecture. And after that, we had 7 steps of highly effective problem solving and experience sharing lecture. And after that, we had time and space complex lecture, and we finalized Python's track education phase. And by giving arrays and lists and matrices lecture, we started the main topics of data structure and algorithm lecture that we planned. And the next execution that we have is finalizing G6 students' income sharing agreement collection form. We were able to finalize it today because of there some delays. Some students were not able to sign and uh, do some of the things regarding the ICA form, but we were able to finalize it today. So the next plan that we have for next week is when we come to G5 secondary education, we plan to polish previous learning tracks and work on them. And in relation to that, we prepared, we planning to prepare some refresher projects, PRDs, for our secondary education. And also we're planning to collect and finalize project ideas. We have some ideas that we are planning to use from the previous education, the previous generation. And our final plan is to prepare lecture slides, demonstrations such as CI/CD and Docker. And I don't know why, but I think I was having some internet connection issues. We had also GISC's education planned. I will be populating it, but our plan is to give prefix some sliding window, 2 pointers, and yeah, these lectures on next week. There will be pair programming and other related sessions. And overall, this is that we have for Ethiopian education updates. Any questions?
Do we have any question? Okay, we don't. Thank you so much, Bernie.
I have a question.
Oh, Bernie has a question.
But are AIT students getting back to AI next week, or is the same?
Okay, so sorry for getting that important part. So starting from next week, our sessions are going to be held at AIT. So we'll be living abroad. Thank you.
Like, you guys want to go back to IT? I thought this was aesthetic, you know? It's nicer here. Unbelievable. All right. Let's continue to Ghana Education Update by Mati. Uh, Mati, have you joined us?
Yes, Galata. How's it going?
Going good. Could you please give us your personal and Ghana education updates?
All right. Thank you, Galata. So for the personal one, it was a bit of a family week. We had a lot of celebrations because there was a wedding last Sunday, and some of our relatives came from different countries for that. So we had a good time with them, and we also had to escort them back to the airports, which we had to stay around 1, 2 a.m. at the airport, which was very cold. Yeah, so interesting week. Um, Off to the Ghana education updates. For the wins, we were able to finalize the educational phase planning. So we now have the high level planning of the whole year and a more detailed planning for the next camp. And we were also able to onboard all of our students to the A2SV hub. So kudos to Kananisa for helping us through the way. So now all of our operations are on the A2SV hub. And for the lectures, we were able to give the 7 steps of highly effective problem solving and data structure basics on list and tuples and for sets and dictionaries. It will be given today. And we also had onboarding session for the students to the A2SV Hub and to Code Forces. And as Emre had earlier mentioned, he's now in Ghana. Hopefully today he will be able to visit us in person today, visit the squad. I guess someone accidentally deleted all of the slides. Um, so for the plans for next week, uh, we are planning to finalize the onboarding phase. So next week would be the last week of the current semester. So we are going to finalize our onboarding phase and our onboarding lectures. And when they finish their finals, we'll be starting on camp, which focuses on the main topics. And we're also planning to conduct one-on-ones. For the one-on-ones, we've already started, but it's only for selected students who were being absent without a heads up, or students who are coming late, or students who are having different issues. So for the coming week, the normal schedule of one-on-ones will continue. And then we'll also be doing camp preparations, which is to request for accommodation for our students and also request for a physical space. To get accommodation is a bit competitive, so that's why we would have to start our preparations earlier. And then we're also planning to finalize our code of conduct and income sharing agreement, which was already started, but we would like to confirm that all of our students have signed it. So it's to confirm and make sure all of the students have signed it. And lastly, it would be to purchase routers and adapters for our students. Now that the number has increased to 37 students, we would need to buy more adapters and routers for our students. These are the wins and plans for Ghana education. If there are any questions.
Do we have any question for Ghana education updates, including remote people? Right. If
Mati,
not,
not the question, but the point, like we can notify our people in Ghana to join weekly events, right? They should have the calendar invite now. If not, if they are not added to the team group yet, please let me know so that we will do the addition. To my knowledge, they have been added, but let's double check.
Okay, will do, Emre.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Galata.
uh, thank you, Mati. Okay, so with that, let's continue to the next slide. Thank God the slide is still intact. So we have the remote education updates next. So I will be giving the update for remote education. For second year education, we have finalized D5 second year planning in collaboration with the in-person education. We're working jointly on this. Another is we've sent out completion certificates for 2 of our students that finished G5 and passed the internal interviews. When it comes to G6 education, we have continued second week of G6 education, and we've given lectures on data structure basics, how to focus on planning, time management, and data structure basics too. And we had our first ever G6 contest for remote education. Another is, well, when it comes to remote, it's not the same setting when it comes as in person, because they will have to join the session at different time zones. So some of our students are in Ghana, some are in Egypt, some are in Turkey. So we actually added a new slot, which is going to be starting at 4 p.m. and it's going to be lasting until 1 p.m. Sorry, until 7 p.m. But the reason we see how much so I use. Anyways, the point is we're going to be having a new slot that is added for the students to make it more convenient for them. Another is we have given an opportunity for sole country representatives, meaning if they're the only people that join from their country, we give them the opportunity to recommend another student so that we can interview them and accept them into remote education. Another is we've started our one-on-one sessions, and for the plans, we're going to be reaching out to the potential candidates for interviews, and we're also going to be continuing our one-on-ones with the students. And for the lectures, we're going to be giving containers, built-in function and classes, time and space complexity, 7 steps of highly effective problem solving, and experience sharing. And for the second year education, we're planning this in joint with the in-person education, but we're going to be having the polishing previous learning tracks so that they can have an updated version of it, their backend, mobile, front-end development learning paths. And we're going to be also preparing a refresher project PRD with the product team. And we're going to collect and finance project ideas and also prepare lecture slides and demos concerning CI/CD and Docker and the rest as well. So these are the plans and updates for remote education. Do we have any question? All right. If we don't have any question, we're gonna continue to the next, uh, part, which is going to be updates from communication. It was supposed to be presented by Dagan, but Bisrat, communication. All right.
Okay, for the communications updates, we have a couple of wins this week. We posted success stories for it's a Ghana success story, which is now going to be posted. Uh, the G6 bootcamp video. I remember a couple of faces here. We had an interview with the students here from G6, and we have posted that on Wednesday. For the G6 kickoff video, we posted that on Monday. So yeah. So for the reach outs to A2SV alumni, we're still having like to list the people that we're going to reach out. So the list has now been prepared. All we have to do is figure out which people to reach out to so that we can start first thing next week. So for the next week's plan, we're going to reach out to A2SB alumni, and more success stories are coming from Ghana. Our team member Ebenezer is preparing a video which is going to be done this weekend. So yeah, this is it for the communications.
Do we have any question?
Do we have any questions? Okay.
Bisrat, I have one question. Bisrat. So, as you know, right now in the room we have our AIT G6 members. So, is there anything they can do to support our communications team? Like, I mean, it's better than I do. I think this is a good opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Emery. This is a great opportunity. Uh, everyone, could you please help us out on all our social media platforms? We're posting videos very frequently, and I believe those are great videos. So from everyone, I would like you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Instagram, our TikTok. We're trying to post daily. We're trying to keep everybody updated with the goals of A2SV. So everybody, please help us reach our goals. We can do it now, of course. Everybody, please. I can see you have your PCs in hand, so please open YouTube and search for A2SB since our YouTube's. Do you have internet?
I mean, this is a great thing to dedicate time, right? While our members are here, they can go and start following our socials, right? If they haven't done already, Bisrat. Maybe you can show them on the computer or phone.
Yeah, yeah. We'd like to wait. Give me like 5 moments. Okay. So I guess we'll just start with our YouTube channel, and then make our way to LinkedIn. Is everybody following on LinkedIn? I know we have to have some followers on LinkedIn. Most of you have to be following us on LinkedIn to have heard about this, I guess, organization, right? So let's just start with YouTube because I think that would help us a lot. Should we demonstrate here? YouTube channel.
Like, go for it. Like, this is my organizational update. I don't.
Geleta, we don't hear you here. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but in the
Yeah,
remote. Okay.
yeah, we understand. We're just murmuring between ourselves, so
Yeah.
we don't want that out there.
My myself is
Let's just open one. Then we have.
no, I have it on my phone. Nothing on your phone. I use my phone.
It's quite a ridiculous. Okay, guys, is everybody now looking at our A2SV official YouTube channel? You can see we've posted out.
Uh,
Like you can also
that
share
means you're
your
not here.
project so that we remote people can see. Like the project is not super visible to us, guys. Thank you.
Uh, you can see that we have 5.5 thousand subscribers. So please help us out. You can see we're posting. We're actually now live streaming this weekly wins event. We've also posted our Ganesh success story video just today. We have a lot more success stories. We have a lot of engaging content. So uh, please help us out and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And since we don't have Instagram and Twitter accounts linked to this particular computer account, I don't think we can demonstrate it here. But could you please, like, everybody that has Instagram, everybody that has LinkedIn, everybody that has Twitter or X now, please help us out. So let's just continue with the video. Yes, you have a question?
They say if I want to add only.
All right. So on LinkedIn, if I want to add an experience that I'm learning at A2SV, it doesn't come up because it's not registered as an educational organization. It only comes up as a workspace. So if you guys can create an educational organization account on LinkedIn, then we all can share our experience that we're learning uh, at A2SV.
This is great insight. This is the first time I actually heard of this, and I'll be sure. Okay.
And Bisrat, indeed, like we actually made a move about that recently. So in the past, A2SV's category was non-profit organization, and it wasn't allowing us to be included in the education area. So we switched it to education. Like when you guys search on the education end, does it still not show up? Because we made that change very recently. However, personally, I haven't done the verification whether now A2SV appears as an educational organization or not. So I recommend checking it. Maybe it's already fixed because I did this change like 5 days back. It was long ago. Thank you.
I don't think we could hear you clearly, Emre. But I think from what I heard, you're saying that this change has been made recently. Uh, when was the last time you actually checked the? Okay, if not, we'll just try and change the organizational type of the company. So that's a great addition.
Yeah, can you randomly pick someone and check if they subscribe?
Okay, this idea came from Galata and it's not from me. I'm going to pick a random person and check if someone has subscribed to our.
LinkedIn, YouTube.
Exactly. You guys are going to be busted if that's the case.
Or if you guys need a minute, we give you a minute.
Yeah?
Then we check again. How about that? All right. Let's give them a minute.
Damn, this guy knows how to get stuff done.
Take out your phone or your PC and then subscribe to our YouTube. I can demonstrate the link with my phone.
Sure.
And we'll pick like 3 people randomly. So you have a good chance of getting picked. And then I will also pick someone who's not kindly looking at their PC or their phone. Not randomly. So
As me. Oh, sure.
So this is our LinkedIn account. It's A2SV of Silicon Valley. You can just, it will come up for you when you search it on LinkedIn. So make sure to follow us on LinkedIn. All right. That's our LinkedIn. We've shown you our YouTube. Instagram too. And then you share. And if you can see, we also have our Instagram. We have 3,600 followers. So follow us on Instagram too. If you're not checking your phone, if you're not looking at your PC, I will select you, and randomly we'll also select 3 people. And don't stare at your PC just for the vibe demo. Done, or is there a person that needs a minute? I think we're done. I guess I'm gonna nominate someone. Need a minute? Oh, all right. So, all right. Okay. I will nominate 3 people. Who should I nominate? All right. Person that's not on the PC. Everyone is looking down. No, I can't know anything now. Okay, to make it quick though, I'm gonna start from you. Have you subscribed to our YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram? You don't use Instagram. Great job, my guy. But you use LinkedIn and YouTube, and you've subscribed. All right, can you show it to me? All right, great job. Fine. All right. With that said, we're gonna continue. I'm not gonna nominate any 3 people because we don't have the time. Thank you, Busrat. Let's all give a round of applause. All right. Now we're gonna be going to the core div updates. We're gonna be starting from escalate by Asnak. Oh, Asnaka,
Hello
it's
guys.
remote. Oh, so
Yeah.
yeah. Hello, Asnaka.
Okay, so since
Can you
we will
also, Asnaka? I'm sorry to interrupt. Can you also please tell us what escalate is about when you're about to share as well? Thank you.
okay, so basically as escalate accelerate the hiring process by providing access to a pool of high-skilled software developers. They are trained by A2SV. So in addition, we also manage projects from start to finish by ensuring efficiency and quality. So this is basically what Ascalis do.
All right, you can give us the updates now. Thank you.
Okay, for this week wait, we have completed the new UIs prepared by Yoni. Those are job listing and client listing. Additionally, we also conducted a user testing on operator feature, uh, specifically on a developer section. We also implemented a chat system on our backend. We planned to integrate the client table, but we couldn't. And we also plan to deploy the operator feature to the GCP, but there were some failed tests, so we postponed it to the next week. So for the next week, we plan to deploy the operator feature, the developer section, into our GCP production, and we will integrate the job listing and the job creating features. After that, we will integrate the client listing and filtering features. Those are the updates from Skelet.
All right, thank you, Asnaka. Do we have question for Asnaka concerning the escalate team? Okay. Uh, if not, we're gonna be continuing. Next up is Dime, presented by Ms. Ghana.
Hi everyone, my name is Miss Lana, and I'm going to give you the weekly events and update for Dime. So Dime is a remittance platform that is made for mainly for diaspora people to send money or dollars to Ethiopia, to their country. And if you have a dollar account or a card, you can actually insert your card details, and you can send money directly to Ethiopian banks instantly. That's what Dime does. So for the wins, so this week we also continued interviewing stakeholders in the financial sector. We only conducted one interview because we had a busy day. Next up, finalize Zaman Bank proposal content. So we are going to approach Zaman Bank for partnership request, and we were writing a proposal. So the content has been completed this week, and we will continue the design and the review in the coming week. And admin API implementation, we have also completed the backend API implementations, and we have like some of the endpoints are being reviewed right now. Yeah, that's it. And also we have deployed the backend to A2SV domain, and the next one is applied for Google Accelerator program. So we, as a core date projects in A2SV, we are applying for uh, acceleration Google program, and we have done that today. That's the wins for this week for that. And the plans, as I said earlier, we are going to design and review, get a review the Diamond Bank proposal by seniors. We also are going to start our admin dashboard web implementation. We're going to do that in the coming week, and we also will increase our test coverage. So we've written tests for mostly or for our backend APIs, but we'll continue writing some for our mobile. And also we are going to apply for visa accelerator program in the coming week. If you guys have any question, you're welcome.
Did you already apply for the Google Accelerator program? Or like did you finalize the application recently and you're waiting for a confirmation to actually apply?
Yes, so we have finalized the content, and but it's going to be applied on Sunday. So I think Sunday is the deadline for it, so it will be applied by then. But we've completed the details. Sure. Any more questions?
Yes. Thank you, Ms. Gang. Uh, next up is adults, presented by Mary.
Thank you. My name is Mary, and Adot is a maternity companion app. We are developing for a woman in Ethiopia and in Africa. So what we do is we provide a personalized and medically accurate resources and tools. So you can check our uh, website at Adot Life, and you can download our app from there. Let me present our weekly wins. So we were planning to go to Ethiopia for partnership talks, and due to uh, multiple reasons, we weren't able to go there. The other one is we are working on refactoring our backend code base, so we will continue to work on that. The other one is also increasing the test coverage for our backend. Currently, we are around 60% test coverage, but we are trying to increase that. And we are also setting up configuration for testing, staging, and deployment for web. So that is also continuing. And we have prepared the Google Accelerator application. We have prepared the content. We haven't applied yet, but I think the deadline is around Sunday, so it's going to be completed this week. For the plans, most of like the continuing tasks will continue for the next week, and we are going to make sure to have the visit with Maristop Ethiopia, and we are going to also prepare new UI designs for since we didn't have mobile developers currently, and but we are receiving new mobile developers. So for that, we are going to prepare some UI designs, and the other tasks would be like the tasks from this week. And thank you. Do you guys have any question? Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. So next up is Skill Bridge. Do you have anyone from Skill Bridge?
Over here, Kalata.
Did someone join? Okay. Yes, Nahum, can you?
Hey guys, so first of all, let me give you some overview about SkillBridge. SkillBridge is an educational platform designed to help Ethiopian students in their preparation for university entrance exams. It combines interactive learning tools with AI-driven explanations and assessments. So users can create custom quizzes, work on past exam papers, and with summarized notes and video lessons. And they can also participate in weekly contests. So when we go over to our weekly wins, we had a meeting with previous Skillbridge backend and web members so that they can hand over some, they can help us with some technical blockers that we had. For example, like some credentials, like deployments, and also environmental virus that we need so that we can develop locally. We've also onboarded two new hires to our mobile team, and the product team is going to be preparing a document for schools. And we have also managed to fix some bugs that we have found on the backend and the mobile side. We weren't able to finish setting up CI/CD. There was some migration on GCP, and we weren't able to finish that. And we have it on our plan to finish it for next week. So when we go to our next week plans, the product team will be interviewing teachers, and then we are also going to be having a meeting with the previous Skillbridge project leads. And then we'll also be continuing on fixing some mobile bugs. We've also planned to write unit tests for already implemented features. And lastly, we will also be onboarding new hires for the backing and the web team.
All right, thank you, Nahom. Do we have any question for Nahom or the skill bridge team? All right, thank you, Nahom. In that case, uh, okay. Next up, we have AfroChat. Do you have anyone from AfroChat, or is it remote? The AfroChat team. Hiya. Do you have Hiya? Hiya. All right. So moving on. Next up is Akil.
Okay. Hey guys. So before I proceed to our weekly wins, let me tell you a little bit about Akil. So Akil started as a place or like a platform that connects volunteers and organizations, especially NGOs. And it started off as a platform where different NGOs will post their opportunities, and NGO different volunteers will apply, and we will connect them. But after a while, we did a bunch of like investor pitches and stuff, and there were some key features, especially from on the organization side, that we were recommended to also add different type of opportunities. So right now, Akil is a platform where we connect you to different opportunities, basically full-time, remote, and volunteering, and so on. There are different things that we offer. We offer for the organizations. We have volunteers. We have like your application tracking system. You can track. We force organizations to let applicants know like what their status of application is. There are different notification systems, and like that makes us different from the market out there. So I would recommend you to check it out. But that's what basically Akil does. So our weekly wins. So we started last week. We said will start implementing the new features based on comments by our users, and that has been started. One section of it is done, which is like there was a lot of experience, like the user experience was not that smooth, so we had a lot of comments on that, and we had a redesigned UI, and that has been completed. But there are also other features that needs to be addressed, so at least one part of it is done. The working on additional we have an additional question form, and we were trying to make it it's very static, it's not very dynamic, so we wanted to make it dynamic, but we didn't get the chance to do that, so we rescheduling it for the next week. So, and connecting our GCP logger to Slack channel has been also moved to the next sprint. Another thing is we're also we keep like reaching out to organizations that are already registered and that are not registered to use Akil basically to post opportunities there. We've done that, and we started interviewing HR professionals and headhunters. We had two this week, and we hope to increase the interviews more next week. So we want to understand more into their pain points and what there's an headhunter industry, so we wanted to understand that. So for our plans, we'll finish implementing notification related features. The backend is, I think I would say 25% done, like most of the notification things are done, but the UI and the web will be finished on our next plan. So we were trying to, there's an ATS application tracing system, not for the user, but for organizations. We will we'll look into that and try to implement it. And the ones that we rescheduled will be done next week, and we'll also continue interviewing HR professionals. Thank you. Questions?
Estefanos, how many new opportunities are listed in our platform this week?
This week, A2SV had one. There was another third-party organization that had three. So there were like four, I would say, this week.
Uh-huh. And how much of an engagement did we see? Like, how many weekly active users did we have?
We had I don't have the numbers right at top of my head, but it decreased from last week. That will be the thing that we'll be working on in the future, as the notification service will be taking care of that, reminding users to apply and to tell them about the different opportunities.
Of course, but this was also kind of expected because last week A2SV has listed opportunities, right? The
Yes.
engineering opportunities. So this has created some traffic, obviously. So there can be such kind of short-term ups and downs. Like I wouldn't recommend thinking this as, oh, we are unsuccessful this week because we had less engagement. But there can be such seasonal things, right? As long as our long-term user count is going up, we get decent engagement. That's what matters. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Oh, it's Turkish. It means, I think it's regard to volunteering stuff. It's Turkish. Huh? Is it? It's Emre. Are you
Yes.
there?
Akil stands for
One of
right? Koordinasyon, iletişim, logistics. So it has started something very different than what it is now. So these things are the initials of, like afet means disaster, coordination means it's coordination, like in English it's with C, but in Turkish it's with K. İletişim means communication, and logistics, L stands for logistics. So why these are selected? Because these are key things when it comes to disaster response system. So initially we wanted to build a disaster response system, but the word akıl in Turkish means wisdom. So it's like abrehot for Turkish, you can think of. So the history behind the name, why akıl is chosen, and what it means, they have two different things. I hope this helps team. And after that, obviously, like once we realized this was something big, we decided to make it more tangible, doable. And then we realized that the main problem is connecting volunteers with NGOs. And then we have also realized that, hey, to get more attention for the NGOs, it's better to open the doors for all types of opportunities. And here we are, Akil, connecting youth with opportunities. Thank you.
Projects. I mean, how are it notifying the people or just the applicants or recipients? How is FSP working on this project to notify to users? I'm not watching any any posters or something outside of our report. So how are we doing?
I think you're asking about the marketing, right? So marketing is one of the departments that we lack as an organization, and we're trying to address that. We're discussing with senior partners and adding a specific like a independent marketing team to handle this. But currently, we're doing different social media push. We'll try to partner with different other organizations. For example, for Akil, we have our own Telegram channel, and we post our opportunities there. Also, we post it on LinkedIn, and for NGOs especially, that was the one that we were working on. But like we partner with them, and we also post it on their social media and stuff. And so each project have their own social media presence, but you're like we don't like we're trying to do that. So we just we don't have that. Another question. Yeah.
All right. Let's all give a round of applause. Since we have a representative from AfroChat, introduce yourself.
Hey team. So we're Team AfroChat. We're trying to revolutionize AI in Africa, and we're trying to democratize the use and availability of AI in Africa. So this week we've been prioritizing bug fixes. Also, we've been implementing a new feature, which is a Chrome extension that could be used in any other website. So that has been almost done. The backend and the UI is done. We have not deployed it yet, so that's the next step. We've also finished the UI integration for premium users. We've planned to deploy for iOS, but we didn't have MacBooks, so we didn't do that. We've also applied for Google Startup Accelerator. And next week's plan will be continue with bug fixes. We'll also implement a new feature, which is temporary chats, and we will also be implementing DeepSeek. So I think that's it. Thank you. If you have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's all give a round of applause. Okay. So next up we have Rated. I think it's Muslim.
Hi everyone, my name is Musa and I'm a product manager at Rated. And Rated is a food discovery and review app. And right now we're transitioning, but not fully leaving the food discovery and rating portion, but we're transitioning to online QR menu and also online ordering. And that's basically the gist of Rated. We're mainly focused on and around food. Yes. And for this week, our updates are we were setting up CI/CD pipeline and automation for backend and web. We have successfully done that. Next up is fixing and creating new unit tests for mobile and also setting up the CI/CD pipeline. But the CI/CD pipeline is taking a bit longer than we anticipated. We also got the task much later on the week, during the week. So we're going to finalize that in the upcoming week. Continuing updates and bug fixes on both client and business mobile app. This was being done during the first portion of the week, and that's been completed. The next one, receiving others for critical issues, was a backend task, and this couldn't be completed. This couldn't be completed because we were focusing on working on the CI/CD pipeline. Lastly, this week we were able to finalize activity moderation for admin dashboard. This is a web task, and on the web we have successfully finalized candidate restaurant approval and managing menu item additions. These were the features we implemented. And moving on to our plans for next week, fixing and creating new unit tests. So this was the mobile task that is going to be implemented or finalized next week. Receiving others for critical issues. This is also the backend task that we weren't able to complete during this week. Next, real-time notification for Rated admin. This is going to be a web task, and we're going to be working on real-time notification for it. Yeah. Finally, bug fixes on backend and mobile. This will be a continuing task as well, and these are the plans for Rated. Does anyone have any questions? This could be any general questions about Rated or our progress this week. Okay, make sure you guys download the app and check it out. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Musay. And one more thing, I was hearing a lot of noise. So even if it's for quote of the day, I will require every single one of you to lower your voice and pay attention here. And if not, we're gonna force you to close your lids. So again, I'm not going to repeat myself. Lower your voice. Thank you. Okay. I think we're done with Rate It. And last, we're going to be finishing with quote of the day. But I was expecting a closing remark from Emre or from Senior. Anyways. Okay. Emre, would you like to reach the quote of the day for us?
Yes, Geleta. Success is not final. Failure is not final. It is the courage to continue that counts. So, what do I get from this? Well, in life, it's never ending until it ends, guys. What's that mean? So, it means if you're not dead, life is going on. And if life is going on, if you are in a successful state now, it doesn't mean that you will be successful forever. If you are in a not great state, it also means that it also doesn't mean that it's going to stay like that forever. So as long as you continue, as long as you take actions, as long as you are in the game goes on. That is something beautiful about life. As long as you don't give up on life, life doesn't give up on you. So I hope we all understand this very well. And whenever we are celebrating, we can keep in mind that there will be some tougher days that are going to come later on. And whenever we are mourning, or whenever, let's say, we are suffering, we can also understand that is also not going to be forever. So things are transient in life, and with our actions, we can push things in certain directions. This is what I understand from this quote. I hope everybody had a great weekly wins. Personally, I have enjoyed. I'm very happy with the passion that is coming to the projects, and with some more refinement, with the application of more of best practices, we are going to have robust products that are going to be seen public in the very near future. So team, keep it up, and G6 members, again, welcome to the team. I hope you see different types of activities that A2SV is engaging, because skill development doesn't happen in one day. So we really need to push in different directions consistently, and that's how you improve skills. So I hope everybody will continue challenging themselves. If you found the data structures, algorithms questions this week a bit challenging, that's normal, because you are a beginner. And when you are beginning, it's not going to feel great. But after you start building some muscles, after you get to the taste of solving problems, then it will be hard to stop you guys. After that, we will see a friendly competition. Oh, who is going to solve more problems? So keep up the good work. Bear with the feeling at the moment, you know. Lastly, I want to finish with one story from Arnold Schwarzenegger. So you know him. He's an amazing guy. He did many great movies, right? An Australian living in California, and he has become the governor of California. Like, he has come to the top of the state as a foreigner. And they asked him one day, "Hey Arnold, how many sit-ups do you do?" So he says, like, after I start feeling the pain, or total? And they say total. And he says, I don't know, because I don't start counting before I start feeling the pain. I hope that can remind us the real development happens at the boundaries, and we reach to our boundaries when we start feeling the pain. So I am very happy that some of our G6 members, while they were giving their personal wins, they were talking about that challenge that they have been feeling. It means you are developing. It means you are sharpening your skills. Please keep up the good work. Thank you very much, team, and I hope to see you soon. Violeta?
Thank you, Emre. And with that, we conclude our February 7th weekly wins. Welcome to A2SV, everyone.
Sure.